Captain's log, stardate. So I'm starting to get the hang of life out here. Turns out once you get into the swing of things, making a living on the frontier edge of an uncharted galaxy is actually not that difficult. In fact, after a while, the monotony of it starts to make you forget that you're millions of light years from home and seeing things that no other human being has or likely ever will. Firstly, let's dispense with all that majesty of creation shite. The best thing about life out here, Tom, honestly, is the lack of red tape. It's brilliant. It's like you can make a killing just doing shit. Just find stuff on planets and then sell it. You don't have to register as self-employed or anything. Every planet has a bounty of resources just waiting for some prick to come find them. Massive deposits of aluminium, gold, zinc, plutonium. Loads of plutonium just lying around actually, which now that I think about it, pretty sure plutonium's a man-made waste product, so fuck knows what's going on there. But seriously, the economy here is Tory as fuck. There's no rules, no regulations, no tax code, just pure supply and demand. Although I'm not sure where the demand is coming from, given that everyone I've encountered here has the time and capability to go and mine all this shit for themselves. Turns out the Euclid Galaxy is a massively libertarian society ran by strange looking people who just sort of hang around the place talking a load of incomprehensible shite. It's basically WWE. So anyway, listen, I'm firing about the galaxy, just mining stuff with my special gun and getting utterly bored out my nut when I find this space anomaly. And as everyone knows, when you find a strange and potentially dangerous space anomaly, the thing to do is pelt right towards it, find out it's a weird alien space station, and go in. I know I'm being a fucking idiot and that could have gone really badly, but it actually turned out alright. The anomaly turned out to be the travelling home of a right couple of penises called Nada and Polo. I walked in there, looked the fuckers up and down, and I thought, you're the biggest pair of tosses I've ever met, aren't you? So I get chatting to them, and it's a bit strange because I think I'm talking to them at cross purposes. Like, they're talking about all the strange things they found and how fascinating everything is, as if we're all tourists in this place. And I'm like, wait a minute here, mate. You're a mad wee bespectacled birdman and your mate over there's a walking space dildo. I think I'm the tourist here. So we carry on like that for about 10 minutes, and eventually your man the space dildo tells me he can give me a shortcut to get me closer to the centre of the galaxy. You remember the centre of the galaxy, the whole fucking reason I'm doing this? It takes me a few seconds to twig what he's on about, because honestly, I'd completely forgotten about the mission, because I was too busy playing with weird space dogs and shooting at squid or whatever. But anyway, I asked about the shortcut, and it turns out to be the coordinates to a black hole. I'm like, are you fucking joking? He's like, no mate, just fly into it, and I'm like, fucking what? I was dubious. So I went my merry way thinking, no, these guys have fucked it. These guys are mad. Oh fuck, there was something else I was going to tell you. Oh, the crime in this place is a fucking merry-go-round. Like, I've just been going around thieving stuff, and I'm not talking about petty theft, I'm talking about I am breaking and entering into secure installations and taking shit, and there's barely any resistance. Now, that's not quite true, because there is sort of a galactic police force. They call themselves Sentinels, but it's basically just local plod, innit? All that happens is they come up and start taking pot shots at you, so you just fucking take them out and go back to thieving. It's the most ineffective policing I've ever seen, and I live in London. Now, clearly, the general lawlessness doesn't always work in your favour. Every time I've got a cargo full of gold or whatever, I end up having to defend it from space pirates. Luckily, like everything else in this galaxy, the pirates are incompetent as shit. So I'm just firing about the place, earning tons of cash, chatting to the locals, who've all got the worst patter by the way, and I keep thinking about the black hole. It sounds mad, but honestly, I was so fucking bored, and I figured, look, the worst that can happen is that I end up getting spaghettified by the extreme gravitational forces, die in the most twisted and horrifying way imaginable, and not have to do any more mining. 'Cause honestly, that's my life now. That's it. Shooting at fucking rocks with a Nerf gun. For hour after hour after hour, so I'm thinking, death or glory. Boom! I jump into the system, and there it is. The ultimate apocalyptic nightmare. The black hole. A collapsed neutron star from which common wisdom tells us nothing can escape. Wait, now, we all know, because we've been told by everyone from Star Trek to Stephen Hawking that black holes are bad news. A lifetime of education from fiction, from popular science has told us about the hazards of interstellar travel, of which this is one. But this didn't seem all that dangerous. Nothing was happening. There were other ships parked right in front of it, just not giving a shit. So I'm like, fuck it, this is the knife edge of the frontier. This is what I'm here to do. So I go up to it, all casual like, sidling along, because I didn't want the guys in the other motor to think I was a wank. You know how it is. Got inadequacy issues. Anyway, I dive in, and I'm like, wee! The ship's pelting along, stars are whizzing past me, everything's completely fucked. Somehow I'm still here. Somehow I'm not compacted to the size of a sugar cube. Fuck you, Stephen Hawking, right? I start imagining what I'm gonna see on the other side. Maybe new civilizations, vast cities, space stations with actual toilets in them. Like, holy shit, the possibilities, but nah. Obviously. Just another load of planets to mine that are suspiciously too close together. Just another space station. Just another load of old shite. I'm gonna be honest with you, Tom, I don't think I'm gonna get to the center before I fucking top myself.